Clock out, come home, and drink away. To bash and burn the weekly plays. Douchey calls and sweaty balls, this is Scotch sporting.
Sorry, is the flux capacitor only in one of them?
No, the flux
No,
capacitor
so
is in all
it's
of them.
it's what make time travel.
Yeah. So it's
the fuel. It's the fuel that on the back. So you know how there's the
No.
well,
Yeah.
okay,
That's Mr.
No,
Fusion.
that's
Yeah.
inside. The flux
no,
capacitor
that's
is
what I
inside
mean.
the car.
That's what changes the back of the car,
Right.
on the
Okay.
Lego.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mark had said prior to when we started, do you build the flux capacitor? And you said you can change the car. So the way you said that, I was like, is the flux capacitor not in all of them?
I
I
see.
thought that's what powered the
Yes.
car that was back.
Tay, you've watched
the
Back to the Future? I can't remember if this is one of the ones you haven't seen.
Absolutely, I for sure have.
Okay,
Ask
It's
me.
Trache. It's Trache.
Okay, no, I know, because I know
No,
people who haven't
I have
watched.
not. I've not. I am one of those people. I'm lying. I know. I've seen. It's too late now.
No, it's not.
Chris,
and
Chris,
the first one,
Chris,
listen, the first one is
that's heavy.
it's genuinely a good movie.
Mhm.
Like genuinely a good movie. The other two, I can see why people complain about the other two, like people who aren't fans. But it's genuinely a fun, great movie about a mom falling in love with her son.
Yeah. Well, I can see it.
Or at least
my kids really.
It's the Oedipus complex, but reversed, though, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd made reference to it before we started streaming that I wanted to bring up a problem that I have with Doctor Strange, and I want your advice, and maybe now our listeners can also chime in. Now you have a couple weeks to let me know, and even in the comments section in the YouTube video, let me know. I am so Doctor Strange comes out on Thursday, May 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I am flying from Toronto to Reykjavik on Thursday, May 5th.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you actually have a question, or did you just want to humble brag that you're going to Iceland?
No, I have a question.
Okay.
So my flight leaves at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Mhm.
The earliest I can see this
You
movie
catch the early show, then go to them.
is at 3 p.m. Okay. The movie is 2 hours and 6 minutes long.
Mhm.
I can go to the Winston Churchill Oakville Cinemas for a VIP.
Oh, you're halfway there.
For a VIP show at 3 p.m. Conservatively, the movie will run. I'll be out of the theater by 5:40 p.m. with a 25-minute drive from Winston Churchill to the airport
on a Thursday afternoon.
afternoon for an international flight that involves customs. Should I risk?
Got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Question first. Have you looked into any closer cinemas? I think Queensway is closer.
I looked into all of the other cinemas.
Okay. And this is the best time closest to the airport?
Yes.
Okay. And what time is your flight again?
9 p.m.
Are there showings in Iceland?
So it's funny that you mentioned that. I've looked. The earliest showing in Iceland is around 5 p.m. on the Friday. Well, sorry, it's not even the earliest showing for that because they aren't doing but I'm looking at movies that are out now and what the show times are. And the earliest is like 5 p.m. But the problem is then am I going to miss out on the pub crawl?
Stuff.
Well, because there's a pub crawl that on Friday night. And so I want to go and drink with a bunch of...
But you're going to a nerd convention.
Right.
So I feel like nerds will want to see this.
Yeah. But
is there a late show that you can go to that, that's, after all the festivities are done that you can go and watch the movie afterwards?
Mark,
or no?
Mark.
What
time do you think people stop drinking?
Never.
I'm saying, on another night, not just because that Friday night it's obviously no go. So go on like on a Saturday night or whatever.
Where I will be drinking again?
Are you going to be drinking every night? Is this what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in
Okay.
Iceland with the spaceship nerds. What else am I gonna do in Iceland?
Go watch Doctor Strange.
That seems like a thing
Okay.
I want to do at home.
So the movie will be done at you said it's 2
Conservative.
hours?
Now this, I mean, 5:45. I would say would be the latest.
You can make
Yeah,
it.
I say you go watch the movie before you go.
I
plenty of time.
would go and do it.
You
I
would go to
do
the
it.
movies?
I would go to the movies.
It's not like going to the US. You don't do customs there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no like Icelandic customs authority.
So I will
No.
do customs when I get to Iceland?
Correct.
Oh.
They just want to make sure you're there in time. Like I think
That
the
changes everything. So you know, I've
Oh, yeah,
never
you've
flown
never flown
I've never flown
overseas.
international. I've
Oh,
only
that's
flown
right.
I've
Okay.
only flown
Yeah,
within
yeah.
Canada
Yeah.
or
in the States.
There's a lot of wait time.
Yeah.
right.
Like they say 3 hours just to make sure you're there and everything's on schedule and yada yada yada.
You guys
but
have literally made the decision. I'm booking the ticket as soon as we're done. This,
yeah,
this
go
stream tonight.
go watch
Yeah.
the movie.
Yes.
If anyone
Yeah.
else is having the same decision, if Pearson, you do US customs here.
Right.
So when you get off the plane in the States, technically when you go to customs, it's US soil. And there's a little strip essentially of US soil in the airport. You do customs there, you cross, you're authorized to go into the States. But no other country, at least
No.
that I've been to in my you clear customs in the country.
Oh, well,
Yeah, because America wants you to be allowed in before you even leave your own country.
right. They don't
Mhm.
want there to be an issue.
No.
Mhm.
Oh, that's spectacular. Like you guys literally saved me so much stress because
Are
like
you checking
Yeah.
it back?
yes.
Okay.
Should I
Okay.
not?
No, I don't. I have to be traveling for like 3 weeks before I check a bag, and it
Okay.
also saves time. It more saves time on the other side, and used to travel a lot for work before the world shut down,
Right.
and I would threaten people I'm traveling with that if you slow me down, I leave you behind in the airport. You choose to travel with me, you choose to travel at my speed, and if you slow me down, I am leaving you behind, and I will meet you at the hotel.
I mean like
So they would not be a great teammate in The Amazing Grace then.
no,
no.
I'd be.
Or she would be an
or she'd
amazing.
be really good.
teammate.
Yeah.
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 So for me,
It's
I would not take a bag, but I've already paid for the bag.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's already paid for, so I might as well. And I mean,
Use
I'm
it.
only there for I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I leave back home on Monday. So
And you're checking the bag for 3 days, you maniac?
you know,
he's gonna bring back some swag.
That's true. If you want to bring back stuff, that's the
Mhm.
only, especially if you want to bring back booze.
yeah.
Boozy? Yes, we have started. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Night and Doctor Strange.
Oh boy, I should be on this call then.
I thought the question was going to be, is Doctor Strange too powerful? And the answer is yes.
Oh, I
I think he's a silly superhero.
Spider-Man took care of him with math. What do you mean
Exactly.
he's too overpowered?
I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, you see that movie? Nah,
Oh, come on.
He can bring back time and shit.
Spider-Man made not cool.
He can't put
What's
back
that?
time anymore.
He's floating in a house at the end and his legs are crossed.
No, that's Wanda.
What's that one?
It's Wanda.
The show?
Wanda.
Yeah.
Okay. We saw that then.
That was good.
Possibly watch WandaVision through me.
I did. I did passively watch WandaVision.
Don't say
Not a
anything
big fan.
about the new Moon Knight. I haven't
Moon Knight?
watched it yet.
Same.
I had to work today.
Davis.
All I'll say is it was great.
Okay.
Just shut up. Just shut up over there.
you-
You can't hear me.
I can hear you. They can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, I had other stuff to yell at you guys about, and now I'm
Derailed.
stressed for Chris about its travel.
No, you
No, it's fine.
guys have alleviated so much stress because I'm like, well, what if I get there and what if it takes too long in customs and this and that? And what if I miss the flight? I'm going to be out $700. And it's like, no, just fucking go
No.
watch the movie. And I'm
Go watch the
actually,
movie.
I've never done this either. I'm actually just driving to the airport and parking. I've never done that. I've always had someone drive me, and I'm just like, I don't feel like making someone drive me.
The lots that are outside that are like the
Park and fly
on
ones.
the park and fly ones, they're great.
Yeah,
I
that's
use
what
them
I
all
was
the
going
time.
to use. So
Yeah. As someone who has done Park and Fly and is going to do Park and Fly, it's worth the extra money. There's different levels.
Yeah, there's 3 levels.
Ones that do this, like, don't
Do the middle one.
bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, the
'cause
bottom one is.
It was only $15 difference.
It's like they forget about you
Okay.
if you do. Like, it's some self park like
Gotcha.
jitney bus comes around to. It's not fun. We're doing Park and Fly. We go to Jamaica.
Ooh.
I think I'm having anxiety about going to Jamaica.
Right.
We leave on Thursday morning. I think because I am such a streamlined traveler,
Yeah.
and now I'm traveling with a baby.
Yeah, and that'll slow things.
That
That's
it,
gonna
like,
gum up
all-
the works.
All the stuff I have to bring for
Leave them
you.
behind.
I got it down to a science before the world shut down. Like, I had specific travel toothbrushes and toothpaste, and like I could go for 2 weeks on a carry-on.
Wow.
And I'm
That's-
panicking.
That's impressive.
I'm panicking. Well, you have to be careful about the outfits you bring.
Right.
I have travel sized like containers that I put, my face wash and stuff like that. So you don't need to check a bag for like shampoo or any kind of bullshit. Just and now I'm like, well, I got to check a bag just for formula.
Right.
I hate it. It's stressing me out because I was so good, and I will leave the baby behind if he slows me down.
I mean, you already said you can't travel at my speed. You're
Yeah.
left behind, so
No, I'm gonna have to be the wang waiting at the fucking carousel for the stroller to come off. Where I'm used to getting off the plane and being like, later, losers, waiting at the baggage carousel while I'm on.
and then it ends up not showing up because it's on a different flight and because it got mixed up.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyways, we're going to Jamaica on Thursday.
This Thursday?
Next Thursday, not
Okay.
tomorrow. And
Oh yeah, I guess.
we
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Can't be missing the opening game either.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get there. That's one of our
Mhm.
one of our deep dives. Very excited, but we're doing a swim up room in Jamaica. I'm very excited
Ooh, fancy.
because the fucking baby.
Yeah,
We're like, you go to bed at 7.
yeah.
So what can we do? So we did a little upgrade, so
Yeah.
like we can still at least be in a pool
Yeah.
with a cocktail. We're gonna see how far the little monitor stretches.
That's awesome.
See how far we can go. But now we have to go to family places.
Yeah.
Just
No.
bring earmuffs and blindfolds. That's it. If you want to go to,
You want to take him to the strip club?
yeah.
Well, when we were looking into other places to go, we ended up settling on Jamaica. We were like, oh, let's get a place at the casino because we're degenerate gamblers, which is
Right.
also a topic later. And we're like, oh, what are we going to do? Bring the baby to the fucking casino?
Yes.
Yes, the answer
Start
is
it
yes.
The answer is yes.
Start it young.
Okay, shall we, gentlemen?
We going to the lead off?
Well, welcome to Scotch Sporting, by the way. If you just accidentally downloaded this somehow and we're like, what the
Or-
fuck is this shit?
Travel tips with Tay.
We're a sports podcast. And I feel like all of us helped with your decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only X factor
hmm
is how many of those end credit scenes are there.
There will be 2, I'm sure of it, and I will have to
Yeah.
stay right until the last minute.
That's the thing with Marvel
Ju-
movies. You can't
just
make a sequence.
What you do is you stand at the doorway, and when
Yes.
the last one finishes, you run to your car.
Run to my car.
And then get to the airport, breeze through.
Yeah.
Okay,
Although I guarantee Chris will briskly walk and not run.
And then text Mark and Tyler all the spoilers as I'm waiting
And then
in the
you'll be on
airport.
the plane when they swear
Note
to
to
you.
self: block Chris.
Tyler, yeah. Chris, unmute.
You can't swear at him because you're in the air. Well, welcome to Scotch Sporting, a sports podcast that you wouldn't know. Let us get into our Scotch Sporting leadoff, where we take 5 topics. I will give you guys a question to answer for me for a minute. I really great job with the titles again. So the first one, I don't know if Mark is feeling this. This is a real personal punch in the gut for me. So the province of Ontario, as of April 1st, which was 2 days ago, allowed for the very first time single game betting. Yes, Chris.
5 days ago.
What did I say?
You said 2.
I thought it was April 4th it came.
It was April 4th.
Oh, okay. You said first.
Oh, sorry.
There,
I might
okay.
have said quickly April 4th. The province of Ontario allows single game betting. So you saw a lot of apps that weren't ever available. Like, you could get them, but they weren't technically legal. There was a weird workaround, like Bet365. What's the one you have? Betway, Bodog, something like things like that.
They weren't legal?
No, not technically.
Not technically.
Okay.
So I had Bet365. Mark, you did too. And for the last couple weeks, it was, hey, we're getting an Ontario app. We're getting an Ontario app. And I was like, I don't want this. I'm happy
Yeah,
with this.
I keep on clicking not now.
Yeah.
Although I did sign up because they gave you free $25 bet credit if you did download the app, which I did, and then got rid of it.
Then they forced you.
Yeah.
As of this date, we are only using this app and this website.
But then they gave us $250 for doing that.
But made you verify your identity.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Annoying for me, though, who signed up under my maiden name and my ID.
Oh.
So that was annoying. And here's the thing that I'm going to ask a question on. Well, no longer horse racing in Ontario. You cannot bet horse racing in an app in Ontario. So that's annoying because that was something we were just getting into.
That's weird.
Tyler, with the hands, it's super fun. We were getting really into it, especially the English.
No, I mean, like, why would you stop? Why stop one thing and allow other things?
Yeah,
That's,
like
I don't.
it seems like a step backwards.
It was horse racing. You can't bet on any minor league games of anything. Like, you can't bet on the CHL, OHL, anything like that. And no horse racing.
Wow.
Which was it. And we thought this was just Bet365. It is Ontario regulations. So here's my question. Bet365, and this is where they botched it. 2 days ago, and Mark, I don't know if you had any. If you had any futures bets, they were clearing them from your system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the message on Sunday.
It was 2 days before this fucking launch.
Mm-hmm.
They would pay them out for what they were worth at the time. But there are a lot of people. These aren't the actual odds, so forgive the math. But I read a post about someone that before the NHL season started, got the Panthers at like 2,000 to 1 to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, wow.
And he got cash. He got more than, like, his bet was worth more than what he put in, to be fair. But the odds are now something like 20 to 1 or something like.
No, they're plus 475 now.
What
That's
is that?
still-
To 1. I said don't call out the math because I was making.
Okay, 47.5 to 1.
So, and people had the same issue with the Raptors. When the Raptors at the beginning, before the season started, the odds of them making the playoffs weren't the greatest. And this happened a week ago,
Right.
when they were very close to making it. So people had their bets cashed out for not the full value when they ended up clinching the playoffs. What do you guys? Is that fair? Is paying it out at its market value fair? Would you guys buy back in? And what apps are we using now? Are we still into Bet365? What are our favorite degenerate gambling apps?
Well, seeing
I
as the only other one.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Start.
Would a VPN do a workaround?
Probably.
So if you logged into your VPN, logged into Bet365, and you were in I don't know, who cares where, and started making your bets.
Can I put a VPN?
Well, the issue is in the states. Again, it's within each state is legalized, so you got to pick which state is actually legal for online betting.
Right.
So, yeah, so you got to pick your connection location.
Yeah.
Mark, were
properly.
you mad about any of your bets being cashed out?
I mean, I only had 2 feature bets, so it wasn't a huge loss on me. But even worse is what Jesse's going through right now. He had his entire account just gone.
I've heard
And
a
he's-
lot of people had their entire accounts wiped too.
And he's still like in the chat, and he spent 2 hours, forgot he was in the chat because he was busy signing up for FanDuel
Clock out.
and BetMGM, and got booted out of the queue. So now he's got to go back into that or try another night because
That is something brilliant. Mark, I don't know if you sent it to Dave or someone else did that FanDuel is doing, because Bet365
Gabe was sending that to everyone. Yeah.
really fucked this up. FanDuel is giving referral bonuses.
Although yesterday I tried to get in before the Raptors game started, but the whole app crashed, and everyone on Twitter was losing their fucking minds.
So what it was a fan. You could win. What was it? $100.
You get $100, and the person you refer gets $100 when that other person places a deposits and then places a bet of at least $1, I think, or $10, and that bet settles. And then within 72 hours, you both get $100.
Ah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You should have referred me, Mark.
Well, I refer Jesse since he's in this fiasco.
What did you get?
So the one guy I work with had a bet on the Grizzlies winning, and he
the whole thing,
he got it at a great thing, and so he's like, so they refunded me the bet. He's like, but now if I want to bet them, the odds are like
odds are so much worse than what he got initially at.
He's like, this is bullshit, and so he's trying to same thing, waiting in queues, trying to get a hold of people, but you're not going to get it. They're not going to give you that. No.
No.
So I don't even know.
Also, he should at least get some bet credits for this whole fucking shit show.
FanDuel also had a thing with the Raptors game yesterday that if you bet,
they had the boost, so if they scored a basket, you get double your money essentially to a max of $50 bet, and they did it again today with the Leafs. If they score a goal against Dallas tomorrow, it's plus 100, but a max $50 bet.
So all the Raptors had to do was literally score
a basket,
and they matched your bet up to $50.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Did they score a basket?
Yes, they did indeed.
No, they did that. They won the game.
Wow.
And clinched the playoff spot.
I did know
or top
that.
6 spot.
I did know that.
So I'm pissy. If anyone listening has an app they'd recommend, if anyone knows how I can gamble in horse racing in Canada, please let me know. I found a
apparently Caesars and BetMGM are the 2 top ones. And again, I mentioned this to Dave. How does Bet99 not get Gretzky to be their spokesperson?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, so here's the
That's
thing.
so bizarre.
A lot of these apps now are regulated by the Ontario,
Yeah, so you get that stupid logo in the top corner.
So you and horse racing isn't allowed.
Yeah.
So any app that is registered with the Ontario Gaming Commission, you can't bet on horse racing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so pissed at Bet365 now.
I just want to
move. They're fucking dead to me. I enjoyed them for years. Okay, Tyler, here you go, buddy.
Full minute.
A minute. Canada, as we know, has made the World Cup. Their World Cup draw was announced this week. And it's okay.
It's okay.
Belgium, Morocco, and who's the other country?
Croatia.
Croatia. Yeah.
Okay. Your minute is
Now, yeah, like
how are they finishing?
Belgium's the second best team in the world. They only just lost the first place spot to Brazil like last week.
And it's 4 years running that they're number 1, weren't they?
Yeah. Croatia made it to the finals in the last World Cup. So.
And are 14th, I think, in the world.
Yeah, so we're up against some pretty hard competition, not gonna lie. I do, however, like our odds of making it out of the group.
You still think it, eh? Oh, it's gonna be tough.
I think the problem is, Croatia, like Belgium will take Canada seriously. Croatia is not going to take Canada seriously. Croatia's going to like whatever, it's fucking Canada. We don't care. We're going to smoke. But
So
and
you losing to Belgium, tying Croatia,
so
winning
and
against Morocco?
yeah, I think we're beating Morocco. I will for sure. Belgium is the first game we play.
Clock out.
So that's going to set a huge precedent.
They can
So
somehow get a draw against
if we
Belgium
can
that
get it,
first
yeah.
game. That'd be huge.
get a draw against Belgium and like we're off to the races.
Yeah, it's
What if
interesting
they beat Belgium?
Oh,
That would be even more epic.
I would lose my mind.
What about all the people that were decked out with Italian flags during the Euro Cup?
They're still
Oh,
celebrating the Euros.
They'll all have Canadian flags.
Like what World Cup?
Yeah.
Euro 2020.
You can put your Italian flags away, and I will take you on Team Canada for this year.
Join us on Team Canada. We usually watch the World Cup, so it's nice to actually cheer for a country.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird in November, though. It's gonna be really weird.
Why, like that Canada's in it? Or
No,
this
because
is
no,
just
usually
so late.
during the summer.
Yeah,
Right.
it's usually in June, right? Like in
Yeah.
Did anyone
but-
think about this when they gave Qatar the cup?
Well, they
Real
did,
hot there.
but then they're like, oh wait, it's gonna be really really hot in June. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Our
yeah,
bad.
it's gonna be really, really
Oops.
hot. Okay, next, gentlemen. With all of the so the LA Lakers have been eliminated from the playoffs.
Yay!
With they're pretty much the Yankees of the NBA. Like people are, if you're a Lakers fan, you're a Lakers fan, and then there's everybody else. Like I think it's Yankees fans, and then fans of any team that faces the Yankees, even if it's not your team, you cheer for not the Yankees.
I also think that Yankees fans are Lakers fans, and vice versa.
Oh.
I don't know. Yankees fans, New York fans, or Knicks fans, like through and through.
I feel like if you are in New York, yes. If you are a Yankees fan outside of New York, you are
Yeah.
a Lakers fan.
Yeah, okay, that
But
makes
the
sense.
Lakers- Yeah, if you're someone who's just like, I've heard of sports before, like you
If I saw the average Joe walking around with a Yankees ball cap, they probably have a Lakers jersey on.
Although our buddy Paul is a Lakers fan, but he's not a Yankees fan.
That is true.
Interesting.
There's a few unicorns. I see people walking around Toronto with a Yankee cap on, and it's like you have no idea what the fuck this symbol means to you. You just think it's a cool hat. Mark Bunn,
Mhm.
with your minute,
Mhm.
the Lakers essentially had an all-star team.
Oh, I threw up a tweet from August that LeBron was yapping away
Start
saying,
the clock.
yes. You
So
can bring it up
what
on the screen.
happens with an all-star team.
Well, here's the problem. Russell Westbrook, his type of play is no different than LeBron. So when you have two guys playing the same style, that's not going to work. It's like having maggots of, the same charge. They're going to repel each other. So these guys playing together made no absolute fucking sense. And now, a couple days ago, Magic Johnson comes out and says, apparently DeMar DeRozan wanted to sign with the Lakers.
Oh,
And of
man.
course, he would have been a lot cheaper than Russell Westbrook. But apparently, it was LeBron who vetoed that whole deal and said, no, I want Westbrook. And so by getting Westbrook, they had to offload all these other guys to make room for him. So they lost depth and they lost DeRozan. And then what does DeRozan do for Chicago?
Fucking crushes it.
Yeah. And this
Okay,
fucking
what is
tweet by LeBron.
Keep talking about my squad.
Oh, look how aged. Yeah.
Our personnel ages, the way he plays, he stays injured. We're past our time in the league, et cetera, et cetera. Do me one favor, please. And I mean, please keep that same narrative energy when it begins. That's all I ask.
All right,
That was
we
in
did.
August.
We did. So what now? What?
But
What
what
now?
about Anthony Davis? I mean, Anthony Davis is hurt.
He's always hurt. That guy's never been healthy his entire career.
Basketball is a sport, though, where one dude can win every game for you.
This
the
is
Lakers
true.
have 5 of those dudes.
But 5 of those guys are way past their primes, though. That's the
Listen,
issue.
Is that the issue? Is they're just all old as fuck?
All old as
Wow.
fuck.
Hmm.
The last time the Lakers tried to do this was with Gary Payton and Karl Malone at the end of their careers. and that blew up in their faces too. I mean, at least they made the playoffs into the finals. These
So
guys
what-
didn't even make the play-in game.
What's happening to LeBron this year? Is he going to retire, or did he?
I know he's still playing, but his future with the Lakers is now uncertain.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out which team he's going to next. Is he going back home to Cleveland?
They're rumblings he go back to Cleveland because they got a young squad there again.
Yeah.
Why? So he can make them trade all the young guys away again?
I know exactly. That's what they said. You know, if you're coming back, you shut your mouth about fucking roster moves. This is the team. You're just here to play basketball. You're not the fucking GM.
He should come to
Shut up and
Toronto.
dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I heard he wants to stay in the league long enough to play with his son.
Which is probably, I think, next year, 2 years. Plus, he still has a chance to break the career all-scoring record by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And if anything, the Lakers will keep him for that reason, just because Kareem did it in the Lakers uniform. So why not have LeBron do it in the Lakers uniform as well?
Okay, speaking of old guys, it is the Masters, and my God, Tiger Woods is back. And he did an interview, it might have been yesterday or today. Well, first of all, can we talk about the dinner?
Yes.
The dinner.
The thing I sent you, was it this morning or yesterday morning?
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, Matsuyama's, because it's tradition that last year's winner presents
Oh,
this year's winner.
Right.
Hold on, I gotta pull it up because it's really. Give me 1 second.
I mean, I saw Wagyu. I'm like, Matsuyama, you've won.
Yeah.
This is a great menu.
Okay, so his Masters Club dinner was an appetizer of assorted sushi, sashimi, nigiri, yakitori skewers. So starting off with some nice nibbly bibblies. And then we have miso glazed black cod in dashi broth. Nice little fish and a delicious soup. We have, I apologize for the pronunciation, Miyazaki Wagyu beef ribeye with mixed mushrooms and vegetables in a daikon ponzu. And then for dessert, we have Japanese strawberry shortcake, fluffy sponge cake with whipped cream and Amaro strawberries. Yum.
Sounds pretty
Yes.
good.
That is top notch.
That
If
sounds
I am-
pretty good.
Guys, if you won, this isn't what we're going to do with our Masters. Would you pick the greatest meal you could ever consider, or would you just try and fuck with everybody and be like, plate of hot dogs?
No, man. I
you
would
should
have.
mention that. Well, yeah.
I would have. What am I gonna do? The Donald Trump and just bring McDonald's and fucking Burger King and KFC? No, man. You're gonna want the Wagyu, of course.
You're not going to troll and be like, just
No.
Wendy's. and
No.
No,
only
especially if somebody else is fronting the bill.
That's right. You're not paying for this shit.
It's funny you mention that because I threw up a tweet in the chat, if you want to read it, when they asked Adam Scott about the best Masters dinners he's had.
Yeah.
So he said, it's hard to say. I'm looking forward to Hideki's coming up. I can tell you the worst. Bubba Watson. Pretty sure I ordered off the menu that night. I will give you what Bubba Watson gave
Oh.
his fellow golfers.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Here we go.
Yep.
Traditional Caesar salad to start.
Okay. Fair. basic.
Entree
Yeah.
of grilled chicken breast with sides of green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, macaroni, and cheese served with cornbread. Dessert
Grilled
of confetti
grapes.
cake and vanilla ice cream. That's it.
Oh my
But
god.
do you
It's
think
like-
do you think he's ever heard of seasoning?
I thought knowing Bubba Watson, it was going to be like, here's your Bubba Gump shrimp takeout and your
Wow.
Margaritaville on
It's
tap.
And
like-
he won twice.
It's like the most basic fucking.
That's so basic.
Oh,
a
that's-
grilled chicken breast.
Oh,
Is he on
man.
Jenny Craig?
That
And I
might be
know
it.
because we've seen him. He's not on Jenny Craig.
Well, maybe he is. He's just doing it wrong.
Yeah. What are you eating?
He's using everybody's points.
Yeah.
That's right. He added
I
a
like
zero
it
to all those
because-
points.
I love a good Caesar salad. That is
Yeah.
one of my go-tos.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
If I'm going to like a really nice dinner, I'm not the Caesar salad is a very safe option. Okay, what is it? Fuck the minute. So the super quick, Tiger Woods is back. He did an interview yesterday or today, and he said the hardest part is going to be walking the course super quick. Does he finish within the top 50? Because don't start the clock. I have
No
another
worries.
question for you.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Top 50.
I have him not making the cut.
Tyler?
No, I'm going with no.
Dave, is Tiger Woods making the cut? He's watching Moon Knight. Okay. My question, put the minute on the clock. What's your master's dinner? Appetizer, entree, dessert.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Wow. Appetizer. Oh god, I don't even know. Bacon wrapped
Okay.
cheese balls. Bacon wrapped cheese balls. That's my appetizer.
Okay.
Okay, so I had there's a place in Oakville that does like a risotto ball, but it is a Big Mac flavored risotto ball.
Okay.
It is fucking amazing.
All right. Yep.
Okay. I do tartare, like a.
I was just gonna say steak tartare.
Oh,
Damn it. You took
Damn it.
We can
Oh,
entree.
Entree is the biggest fucking tomahawk steak you've ever seen.
Tyler.
Wagyu.
I'm going like I'm surf and turf with Wagyu and lobster. Go big, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go really fresh. I want to go fresh, very fresh lobster tail. I want to go very thin slices of Wagyu and dessert.
I'm a basic bitch when it comes to dessert. Like literally, just give me a fucking ice cream cake.
Dairy Queen or
Yeah,
burger,
Dairy Queen.
I almost
Dairy Cream ice cream cake is like like that's our family go to for birthdays. It is perfect.
Okay. Tyler, dessert.
Yeah, I think I'm with Chris on this one. I don't really do dessert, so like, yeah, I'm not a big dessert person.
Cheese. I don't either. It's
Cheesecake.
Cheese board.
Yeah, cheesecake works. Yeah.
Can I substitute with a bag of salt and vinegar Ruffles?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's yours.
Or
You
dessert
have another
Wagyu.
appetizer.
Dessert
Yeah, there you go.
Wagyu.
Could I have a
Dairy.
dessert tartare?
How did we miss
we
that?
we did Allen's with friends for lunch because we have a child, so we didn't do dinner, and it was their first time,
Right.
so they joined us in the experience of dessert Wagyu.
And did they love it?
They fucking loved it.
How can you not?
It was
How can
they
you
were
not?
Mark. This was our friend Sean and Kyla. We traveled together in Nashville, and there's a very famous steakhouse there called like Cane's. Looks like Kanye, but it's Cane's, and they do a steak flight. So the way you would a drink flight, but steak,
Wow.
and it comes on this beautiful like slate board with 4 bites of steak, and you have an order you're supposed to eat it in,
And this
Nashville.
is
that
where?
idea.
in Nashville,
Nashville?
Tennessee.
And when are we doing the Scotch Sporting Nashville road
Anytime
trip?
guys, it's a fairly cheap flight. Accommodations aren't unreasonable. It is fucking honky tonk party town. It's also racist as fuck. Sorry, Mark.
Okay.
Well, you're not black, so you're fine. But like it's drunk town bachelorette party, crazy central. But it's also a super fun. There's really fun parts. Of it.
My cousin went to Nashville a couple of years ago, and you can take your drink from your bar and leave and go to the next bar.
Yeah, it's like Vegas.
With your drink in your hand.
But what about the
They're like-
glass?
It's
Whatever.
plastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's usually like plastic cups. But it's
Okay.
like Vegas. You can just you can leave and walk around with your drinks.
Amazing.
Their main street is called Broadway. You can start at one end of the other, and it's crazy party town. But and I still have a picture of it on my phone because I went there for work a bunch of times, like 4 or 5 years ago. You know those cheesy shops, those cheesy tour shops that are like in Niagara Falls, where you can buy your Canada gear, full of Confederate flag
Of course.
shit
Yeah, of course.
at most of them. And I was like, okay, this.
I think when we go, we should get Mark to buy a bunch of Confederate flag stuff.
Oh my god.
But I went to a legitimate, recommended to me by locals, honky tonk bar where the only thing you could order to eat was popcorn that they served in a coffee filter, or pimento cheese sandwiches.
Oh.
That was
Interesting.
it. It was just trash.
Okay.
And then beer in plastic cups.
Yep.
and then guys with like jug bands. It was super fun. Okay, third thing, or fourth, fifth, did we lose Tyler?
I don't know. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Tyler, can you hear us?
That's not what I meant to do either. Oh my god, I'm all over the place.
I feel like he can't hear us.
I think we did lose him.
Can someone message him?
Uh,
Because he might want to talk.
He's still in the channel.
yeah, but
How?
sometimes it lags out. Yeah,
Oh, does
he
it?
said
Okay.
he texted he just lost power. All right,
Oh,
so let's do this for now. There we go. All
well,
right.
let's. Tyler can join us and tell us about his March Madness thoughts.
Exactly.
Because I feel like Mark's just gonna.
I don't even want to talk about it. Like,
That was so good though. Okay, so hold on, I just gotta find Dave's stat because he said something that I need to see if it's okay. So it was a fun run. It seemed like a lot of it was the most historic upsets. In the end, it was the number 1 seed that won, so it was a bit like, oh,
all
oh,
this,
poo.
all this for
Yeah.
that.
Oh, poo. But can we, like, the best game of the tournament, UNC game?
yes, absolutely.
Not to be biased, because I know Mark's a Tar Heels fan. I have an affinity towards them from vacationing there a whole bunch. I'll probably go there a few weeks again, but, like, that was a great fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was the fun tournament game. But then
Yeah.
UNC versus Kansas City in the finals.
Yeah.
Back and forth, that Kansas made a historic comeback. So again, they made history like no one had ever overcome that deficit to win. Mark, my question for you then as a Tar Heels fan, are you satisfied with this ending?
Not satisfied. I'm, pleasantly surprised at how far they went. So that's the silver lining in all of it. But to lose at the end, especially that, I mean, it would have been easier to swallow had they gotten blown out. But to blow a 16-point lead and then on the last drive, your star center drives and it injures himself. So instead of possibly taking a 1-point lead, swings into a 3-point deficit.
He was. Do you think he played hurt? He
played hurt. I was surprised he was doing that well in the first half. I was shocked that he had a double-double already. I'm like, wow, Baycott's, even with that ankle, is still playing really good. Great. And then I see him at the top of the key drive. I'm like, oh no, what's he doing? And then rolls the ankle. I'm like, no.
It was.
And then on the last play, Manic falls down, and that I believe 100% that play, that last 3-point shot was supposed to go to Manic, but because he fell, he wasn't in position. So Love took the shot and airballed the 3-point that would have tied the game.
Yeah. Gee, it was probably that type of injury where if you walk on it perfectly straight, you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And then any deviation of it. So
Yeah.
the other thing when I was just looking up the links to post, Kansas City is now facing multiple investigations by the FBI for NCAA violations, like basically corruption and tampering, including the coach being named personally.
Wow.
He won the national title, and he might go to prison.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Like,
did he do? What is it that he's been doing?
It's like the whole NCAA system is incredibly fucked, but I think it's like corruption and player coercion and
Yeah, the whole recruitment thing. Yeah.
recruitment scandal, and it's North Carolina had 1 pending violation, and Kansas had 5 or 6, but including the coach being named specifically. But it was that like obvious, hey, let them play because this is going to make us a lot of money or they'll lose us a lot of money if we don't. But it was like, well, the players involved weren't ones that were involved in the corruption scandal, so we should just let them play, was the official ruling. Instead of, hey, it's the same coach who's been personally named.
Right.
How is he allowed? Okay. Welcome back, Tyler.
Oh, thanks.
Very traumatic. Did you enjoy March Madness?
Oh yeah, it was a great time.
It was a good tournament. I feel like the sports gods knew we needed something like that, and they gave us a really good tournament.
Not only that, but the Tar Heels also ended Coach K's career with a loss.
Correct. That was so good.
Why do you hate him so much, Mark?
He's Duke. I hate anyone who goes to Duke.
You just hate Duke. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Really racist.
For no real reason.
Other than the rivals of the Tar Heels. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
If he was a UCLA guy, it would have been fine.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And the really cool stat, which obviously we didn't touch on last week because the game didn't happen, in their storied careers, their storied histories as team, this was the first time they've met
In the tournament, yeah, which is wild.
And I love the stat that got thrown up during the game. They had, in the last 45 years, they had met 110 times. Guess what the record was?
Was
It was 55-55, yeah.
55-55.
Whoa.
They both won 5 national titles. And the point differential, like it was 8,200 and something.
No, it was 2 points.
2
yeah.
points.
And it's still 2 points because the Tar Heels won by 4.
Yeah. So
That's
it's just flip to the other side. It's a 2-point differential. Fucking bananas.
That's pretty good.
Although I'll say, of all the sports teams I followed, UNC is the most successful of them all. I've seen them win 4 national championships. More than I can say for the other teams combined.
UNC is just nicer. Okay, our deep dive, which we don't have a ton of time for, so we're going to call it another leadoff.
All right.
What a time to be alive as a Toronto fan, guys. We will start with the Raptors.
It's the best time of the year.
What a great time. The Raptors have clinched the playoffs. There was an article that the Atlanta Hawks has said the Raptors are the most annoying team to play against.
Every team says that. Every team says that.
Team apparently says that the Raptors play.
The Sixers hate playing against the Raptors.
Because they're not the best team and they know it, but they will annoy you. They are scrappy. And I love a scrappy team.
Yeah, that's the best.
So the Raptors have clinched the playoffs. They did yesterday off the back of Pascal Siakam. How far do we see them going now that this momentum is on their side? I think we were very pessimistic at the beginning of the season. Has that changed at all?
Yes, because now Siakam's playing at an all-star caliber level. And now people who wanted him traded last year are shutting their fucking mouths about it.
Welcome to Toronto, fans.
Yeah.
We will bitch you to death until you do well.
Don't Toronto fans still want Marner traded?
Oh, I know. They haven't shut up about that in a while.
So how far are they getting then, guys?
Second
I
round.
think they can make it to the finals.
I'm saying second
Really?
round.
Wow. I was going to go with conference finals.
Wow.
I'm going to say the finals. I think the sports gods will smile down upon us.
I still think the Suns are winning, though.
I want the Suns to win.
I do.
More
Chris
than the
Paul deserves to be picked.
Raptors?
We already have one. Chris Paul has 0.
What is that?
I'm just saying, if it came down to Phoenix and Toronto, I'm cheering for Toronto, obviously.
Okay.
But if Toronto doesn't make it, I'm going hard on Phoenix.
So, let me ask you this, Mark. Is your trips to Boston Pizza? It was Boston Pizza, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Are they coming back?
I guess now that everything's opened up again.
Think they have to.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You have to order the. Do you remember what you ordered?
Yeah, the salted dry ribs with the cactus cut.
What if the salted dry
and a
ribs
big-
aren't on the menu anymore?
Oh, I'm about to find something that works then.
You better double check the menu right now.
Well, I gotta find something else that works then. Like it's like when I go to the Jays game when I have that set, food item that works, and then they take out the fucking menu. I gotta find something else.
Mm-hmm.
If it wins, then we continue that tradition. If not, then we switch to something else.
Well, speaking of Blue Jays, and maybe
Yes.
I just want to look up the Boston Pizza menu real quick.
I'm
How are you all?
I'm bringing it up.
Thank you.
All right, Boston Pizza menu. What was it?
The dry ribs, where are they? Appetizers. Yeah.
Mains?
No, appetizer.
Oh, it's an appetizer. Okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
How the fuck do I don't know.
We were all yelling appetizers.
I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something else.
Signature. Go signature starters.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Cactus cut obviously still there.
Mark.
Uh-oh.
Mark.
Oh, no!
Mark. Oh no.
Thai Bates chicken.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
I guess.
You know what you need to do? You need to
Bring my own
email.
ribs?
No, you need to email.
Oh, bring back the dry ribs.
You need
Is
to
it
email the head office. There's got to be a contact us here, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Contact us, and you say, "Hey, listen, my name's Mark Bunn. I went to this specific Boston Pizza every game for the 2019 Raptors finals
Championship
run.
Yeah.
I ordered this exact thing every time. They won every game that I did this. You need to bring back the dry ribs."
Even got a shirt from your staff because
That's right.
that's how like
That's right. You
important that
need
was.
to you can't fuck with what works.
No, yeah.
So yeah, you need to get on this, and you need to get on it now because you got you got.
I know
month?
because the playoffs are next week. No,
Oh,
playoffs are next week.
week. Oh,
There's like 3 games left.
Matter, man.
I Googled salt and pepper dry ribs from Boston Pizza. So I wonder if it's something that's like when the McRib comes back when pork prices go low.
oh,
yeah.
So someone commented on a 5-year-old picture the Boston Pizza posted of the dry ribs saying, "So mad these ribs were discontinued. They were the only thing I liked there. No birthday supper for me there this year." Oh.
Or you can call the store, the one or the restaurant, the one that you went to, and
Yeah,
say,
center.
"Hey, you guys remember me? I'm the dude from the Raptors games in 2019."
I don't know if the same staff is there. It's been like 3 years.
Oh, come on, where are they going?
I don't know. The whole pandemic, shut down the rest of our business. Maybe it's like, maybe I'll get out of this and try something else.
Just it's not.
A lot of
It's
people, a lot
no
of people
harm in
mad.
calling.
Boston Pizza replied
No,
saying,
you're right.
feedback.
That's bad.
Well, so there's hope. 13 weeks ago, Sally Holmes Staples
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
posted, "When might these appetizers be back? I really miss this menu item." And Boston Pizza replied 13 weeks ago, "Hi, Sally. It may not be available now, but I mean, it's gone forever."
Oh,
Maybe they're bringing it back for the playoff run. Maybe they know.
Maybe it
maybe
could be
they
a
do
part.
know. So wait, when did the playoffs
so
for NHL start? There we go. I'm leaving this
Another
in.
month.
which one? We have segues to both, Chris.
NHL, let's go. NHL.
Okay.
They're like another 3 weeks away.
Yeah, those playoffs are 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. There's
Oh,
not
right.
too many.
They took time. They had the time break.
They had time off. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I want to talk specifically about the Maple Leafs because they were the juggernaut favorite. Faltered a touch. I know the gods will smile poorly upon me and make them face the Bruins in the first round, as per usual. But after last night's, so there was always chatter, and to be fair, the Bruins were also in this conversation, that is any team good enough to beat either of the Florida teams?
Leafs
Yeah.
are.
After last night, is there any concern of the depth isn't there to beat a team like the Panthers or the Lightning?
Well, first of all,
If you weren't
People-
watching, what was it, 5-1?
it was 5-1. Yeah.
And the Leafs ended up losing 6-5.
7-6.
Ooh.
But let's not forget,
Gross.
first of all, they're on the back end of a half back-to-back. Started their backup goalie, and they played against a rested Florida team with their starter in net, chased them out of his net.
Oh no, you're right. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Campbell came
Now, they're busy talking about last night's game and the blown lead, but they're not talking about the night before when the Leafs absolutely smashed the defending champions 6-2 in their barn.
They've beat Tampa.
They smashed Tampa. They smashed Boston the week before and killed Florida last week when both teams were on the back end of a back-to-back.
So no concern.
No concern. Again, they started their backup goalie.
Tyler, you are less of a devoted homer, but still love the Leafs. What do you think?
I'm with Mark. I'm all in.
Is there a team in the first round they could face, and you can say it if it's the Bruins, that you would breathe a bit more of a sigh of relief if they faced in the first round?
You know what?
Well-
No, I don't care who it is. We're gonna beat them anyway.
Well, because it's like, I'd rather face a tired Tampa Bay Lightning team, because maybe push them to 7 games by the time I face them.
I think the problem is the teams in the division are all superstars.
Oh, the East is winning
It's
again, right?
right,
Minus
like
Washington Capitals, like the top 7 teams in the East are just too close to separate.
so Just bring it on. Let's go.
Just let's go.
They literally have the best line in all of hockey. Matthews has scored 47 goals coming to last night. 47 goals in 47 games.
No, and no one's.
That's a
questioning
disgusting run.
The 6 goals.
Oh, I get that. But now the Leafs have a legit third line who's actually one of the best third lines in all of hockey in Pierre Engvall, Mikheyev, and Kampf. They've never had a third line like that ever in the Matthews-Martin era.
Camp was on one of my favorite team names. I had him on a fantasy team, obviously named mine Camp.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
He was a real plug, but I had to keep him on the team because I needed that name.
For name purposes.
But no concern over like six goals should win a hockey game. As my dad used to, like, if the Blue Jays ever lost, 13-11, he'd always be like 11 runs should win a ball game. And he always says that about high scoring losses. So is there any concern about defense and goal?
No, well, again, it's a regular season game. When playoffs start, games will be tighter, so you won't see this type of game. And we saw this series last year, Florida and Tampa. And what did Florida do? They lost to Tampa in 6 games, I believe. So that style of play is fun and exciting to watch, but it doesn't get you far in the playoffs.
I don't know who I would be comfortable seeing the Bruins face in the first round. I guess they're currently slated to match up with Carolina, and that one I'm like, okay. I feel like if it's Toronto, I can't get that lucky. Like, Toronto has to win one of these days.
Well, the problem with Boston is that you guys can't generate enough offense to keep up with the Leafs. So you literally have to stop 3 lines of offense. And given the defense core you have now, it's not that good. And with an unproven goalie, even worse. You saw it in that game with Swayman when you got down with 6-1. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Oof. They lost yesterday, too, to
Detroit. The only team in hockey who's allowed 10-plus goals in 2 games this year. First time since 1999. Come on.
The Bruins are now the Detroit Red Wings. It's like they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're like a consistent team, but they're
not gonna win.
Hey, the Sharks used to be that. Miss those days.
You haven't been officially eliminated yet.
I think they were.
No, not officially yet.
Oh.
Mathematically, you're still alive.
Great.
There's a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
The other segue we didn't use, speaking of food you love, Mark Bunn, apparently, and this is our segue to the Blue Jays, Mary Brown is going into the Dome.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Really?
Damn.
Will they be bringing the pickle chips with them?
That is the exact thing I also said when I heard.
Damn.
I do not want anything from your establishment, ma'am, aside from those pickle chips.
Mark, when are you going to a game?
Friday.
I'm going to the home opener.
Okay. Well, let me know the next game you're going to.
I have a couple games because I've made dates with Rothman, so you let me know what date works for you.
Okay.
It's mainly Saturdays, Sundays, because I didn't tell you guys, starting May 8th, they completely got rid of my shift.
Oh.
So to compensate, they all offered us different shifts within the warehouse. So I was able to score a receiver position Monday to Friday.
Your buddy,
6 a.m. to 2
your
p.m.
buddy told me that the other day, actually. He was in my store and told me
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, Hudak, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So Monday to Friday, what will your hours be?
6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh,
That's great.
That's glorious.
I got what is called the retirement shift at our place. People at our workplace are furious.
Wow.
So 2 o'clock on a Friday, you're done for the weekend.
Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Well, please, anytime that you and Rob together in the city, I will try and get tickets too, because we got to do baby's first ball game.
You guys get the earmuffs for him yet? Little earmuffs?
I want to take the little guy too, so.
Yeah, that'd be good for him.
Can he look after my little guy?
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Chris, you should aim to look at Sunday games because they have the Junior Jays on Sundays, so he can go into the field and run the bases.
Run the bases, that's right.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm very excited to tell Rowan this when he's old enough, it's the reason I had him.
Ha!
Like, I need him to, even if he's like, Mommy, I don't baseball, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, we're running the bases, motherfucker.
And we are running the bases together.
I'm going to use that for when my goddaughter comes of age as well.
I will lend you my child anytime. If you would like.
Maybe I'll get in with Chris here with
Yeah, with Desmond.
Desmond.
Not
Yeah.
Declan.
No,
No.
Declan's dead.
Shh.
No, Declan's somewhere in that house. I'm sure of it. Okay, so the other thing that they have at the Dome is a craft beer section, but
Ooh.
don't get too excited. They call like Amsterdam and
Bring your shit over.
The only one I was like, okay, it was Misco. I think Cowbell is actually kind of sort of indie.
Yeah, it's in Oakville.
Yeah.
I mean, Amsterdam's a bigger craft brewery.
Yeah. Muskoka is good.
Funny enough, I'm actually drinking an Amsterdam beer right now.
There you go.
Oh, a little plug there.
There's nothing wrong with not craft beer either. It's just don't call it a
Don't call it craft beer.
Goose Island. We already fucking had a Goose Island. And it's again just like everything at one section. So if you want it, you got to walk around the whole concourse. The Blue Jays are the Vegas odd favorites to win the East.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say they're going to win the East.
I believe they are second to the Dodgers in terms of overall.
Yeah.
Is this real?
Yes, it is.
So I installed MLB 22, the show, and I forgot how good the lineup is, and the starting pitching.
Pitch rotation. Kikuchi is your number 5.
Like, it's ridiculous. This team is ridiculous.
And I loved Vladdy's quote from the other week.
Yeah.
It was like, last year was the trailer.
Yeah, this year's the movie.
Now you're watching the movie, and I can't fucking wait.
So we are all Ontarioites. I am a Torontonian, but we all cheer for Toronto teams. One of the things I really loved about the Raptors, Tyler, it's a podcast.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
It's a video.
Go to YouTube to see what Tyler is holding up. When the year the Raptors won, there was something about them, and I really liked them because they seemed to like each other.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed to genuinely be friends. They weren't just like stiff competitors playing a game.
Yeah.
They were friends that I wanted you to succeed before I did.
Yeah.
And I think the Jays have that.
The Jays
They
100.
had it.
Absolutely.
The home
that
run
fucking home run jacket.
That was it, man. That was it. Like, these guys were cheering for each other every time they'd hit a home run. They'd have the jacket ready. That fucking jacket better be back. That's all I'm saying.
Have you seen the new one?
No,
have you seen the new one?
They did do it. Okay, good.
They threw it out today. It's got they've added Ukraine to the jacket too.
Good
but
shit.
Like that's such a sports X factor in team sports.
Yep.
When they really gel.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Boston was so good for so long, because that core. I think that's why the Raptors. I'm thinking of teams I follow. That's why the Raptors were so good.
Yeah.
Have you seen that with Team Canada, Tyler?
I think that I'm gonna go with Team Canada. That's the coach. That's Herdman, 100%.
But
that like he's
each other.
Absolutely, but Herdman has brought that community to the men's national team. I don't know how he did it. He deserves all the fucking money that Canada Soccer can give him. Because
remember, he turned around the women's program too, right? And then this was
turned around the
dream for the men's.
He turned around the women's program. They won lots of shit, and now he's got the men's, and he's brought them to a World Cup. He called it when he got the job. He's like, "We're doing this. We're going. I don't care how we're doing." He deserves all the money.
So we see like everyone is that same level of this is happening with the Blue Jays.
It's happening.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want to believe so bad.
So we've talked about this many times about the issue with the Blue Jays and the AL East is not only do the Jays have to be this good,
yes,
the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Rays
have to be
this bad.
We're not bad, just not as good as us.
Are those three teams going to be bad enough that the Jays can take?
No,
Do you
they're not
think
going to be
the
bad
Jays
enough.
are
The
gonna
Jays are
surpass
that good enough to rise above them. Absolutely.
So that's never happened. So I don't know if I did this on before. I went through, since the Blue Jays have won the World Series, I went through the AL East win-loss record every year. And when the Jays made the playoffs, their record still wasn't like, holy shit, wow, that's good.
Right.
Like, I don't know if they've ever won high 90s.
No, the highest was like 90. I want to say 96. That was like when the 80s team, too. It wasn't even the 92, 93 teams.
So
that did that.
They've never been that team.
Mhm.
Even when they won the East, made it to the playoffs, it's like they've still never been that team in the regular season. Are they that team this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is we set the record for most wins.
I think 100 wins is not unattainable.
Wow.
Damn.
And
Let's
that's what I
go.
mean. Like that's what I mean when I say they've never been like they never.
I think the over-under at Vegas had set is right now a 92.5.
Wow.
Okay, let's look it up.
Wow.
Right? In 93 last year, it's pretty much a wild card spot.
Right. Did they
And had the Jays played all their home games last year,
Yeah.
I think they finished with 93 wins last year.
did they expand? They did expand the playoffs this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So and had they been expanded
Second.
last year, Jays would have been in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're making the playoffs. Like 100%, they're making the playoffs this year.
Oh yeah.
You know what's wild though? It's been 3 years since there's been an actual Toronto home opening game.
Wow. Wow. That's
That's why I'm going, because I
Yeah.
vowed to never go to opening day ever again, because it really sucks.
yeah.
If you're from here, it's
Right.
very exciting. If you're not from here, so the Dodgers are still ahead of the Blue Jays plus 450. The Blue Jays are second for Vegas booking odds, with plus 800. And the next closest is the Astros at 950. Then the Mets at 1,000. The Yankees at 1,000.
Now, do the Blue Jays beat the Dodgers in the World Series?
I think they can.
Ooh, I
'Cause
love
they're scrappy.
Mark's. I love
It's
Mark's
scrappy versus all
Homer
stars.
attitude.
It's the Raptors versus the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
It's the scrappy underdogs. Who do you guys think
Who's what? Sorry.
who has the worst odds to win the World Series? Actually,
Oh,
there's
Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah,
two
it's-
teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Do you know the other
Oakland?
two?
No, Oakland would be competitive. I want to say Detroit.
No.
No, okay.
The Guardians.
No.
No, they'll be good.
I'm kidding.
Ish.
It is.
Diamondbacks.
Yes, the Diamondbacks.
The Marlins?
Pirates. No,
Oh.
Pirates.
I was gonna
Pirates.
say the Pirates. Damn it.
Anyways, friends, any other sports news we want to talk?
Speaking of baseball and food, I just have to bring this up because I heard on the radio this morning. So the Braves are offering a burger that comes stacked with half a pound of Wagyu beef, smothered in Tillamook cheddar and topped with grilled lobster tail, gold leaf wrapped foie gras, a cage-free fried egg, heirloom tomato, babe lettuce, and truffle aioli, served on an Irish butter brioche bun with a side of Parmesan waffle fries. And for $25,000, also gets you a World Series ring. Now, if you want a replica ring, it's $151.
Wow.
What?
What? So I can buy this burger for $150 and get a replica ring, or I can spend $25K and get the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got $25K, I'm spending the $25K.
But you didn't win that ring.
I bought it
They're
fair
giving
and
you the
fucking
opportunity to
square.
Buy it. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Also, we've all, I don't know if in the same combination items that Mark listed, correct? At some point or another?
Yes. Those are all fantastic.
They're all incredibly rich things. I
Yes.
don't know how they work together.
Together. Yeah.
truffle alone is an incredibly dominant flavor. Foie gras and Wagyu.
I will put the picture of the burger in the chat.
Yeah, put it in Discord for me so I can bring it up on the stream.
If you can bring it up, I can't click out of my magnified.
Where am I here? There we go. All right. I mean,
Oh my god.
it looks good.
But it's too much.
That's a lot.
Too much.
That's a lot because like how you getting that all in your mouth? That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Dick joke.
like
But I
seriously.
can't-
Like the Wagyu beef, like you should be able to eat that on its own and enjoy it.
I want
Not have to try to get an egg in the.
ingredients on their own, and at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's in a fucking buttered bun.
Yeah.
And what's the
And-
bib lettuce
And
doing there?
hang on. Okay, because you said it comes with like waffle fries, right?
Yeah.
Why they got the asparagus and the fucking pepper
The red-
beside
And the red
it?
pepper. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, hey, I'll have some asparagus and some red peppers. Cool. But why are they there?
So
I think the red's supposed to be for the Braves because it's red, and then the asparagus is for the Delaware North because it's green-ish.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the food stylist of this tweet is not doing the greatest job.
Yeah,
ever.
the picture really doesn't do it very much justice. Because yeah, I don't know.
And none of these foods are like what I think of when I think of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Atlanta for
To piggyback on Mark's thing about replica rings, apparently the Winnipeg Blue Bombers,
Boy.
for fans who either renew or buy new season tickets this year, you're getting a replica fucking Grey Cup ring.
Wow.
Did they do that the year before? I guess not. Eh?
No,
Yeah.
but they're doing it this year.
Oh
If it
boy.
helps, I have a replica Anaheim Angels World Series ring that a friend gave to me because he got it free in beer. So
Oh.
I wouldn't.
Amazing.
It's not really great. It's cheesy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, if it's done well and it's
If the Ticats won and you got replica rings, would you wear those rings in your?
no, I wouldn't wear it.
No, I wouldn't wear it.
Okay.
I have a Raptors ring that still sits in this fucking little box, like on my display.
You got the little box. Yeah.
Okay. Well, any other sports news, my friends?
Watch the Canadian women's soccer team this weekend. They got 2 games coming up. They're not on Sportsnet or anything like that. Yell at the internet because they're not. But
Oh, crazy.
yeah, you gotta subscribe to something else. One Soccer. If you want to watch it, let me know.
So
I gotta log
dumb.
in.
It's a really brilliant campaign that they're running. I forget who's behind it. Of putting the M in men's sports.
Christine Sinclair.
Yeah, but what's the cause? Or is it?
It is. Well, it's put the M in sports, so it like you've got the WNBA. They want the MNBA, right? Like they want. Why is it that it has to be a women's league versus just a regular? Why do the men get the regular league? Why?
Right.
Why?
And even Dave, and I'll call them out if anyone from the school listens. Even Dave pointed out at our level, there's the Humber College has the Humber Hawks,
Yeah, and then
As
it was
their
the Lady Hawks.
and then the Lady Hawks.
But Lady Hawk is
A hawk does not.
That's a movie.
exactly.
It's a bird. It can be both things.
Not according
Why
to the
does
school.
it specifically have to be Lady Hawks?
Well, how would you know to avoid it? Friends, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff on Scotch Sporting. Please download us multiple times. It would
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
Tell a friend to download it multiple times. Just sit there, click download, delete, and download, delete.
Put the
You-
YouTube channel just on repeat when you go to bed at
Yeah,
night.
That'd be
There you go.
But otherwise, thanks for listening, friends.